Hello friends, welcome to EJB JPA tutorial. Now you are watching part 3 of the subseries JPA entity CRUD operation: create, read, update and delete. So in this video we are going to create a HTML client to experiment the JPA this is not D, CRUD example. So these are all the prerequisites. So in this series we learned this stuff. Let me go through this so that you can get a recap of previous two parts. In the previous video, we created remote interface methods. We declared 3 methods. This one is a part of a previous subseries. For this subseries, we declared 3 methods. Then we provided a dummy implementation. So previously, the account creation form was part of the JSP file. Now we are moving this form to a separate HTML file. So if you see here, user will enter a name. Say for example, then they will enter an initial amount. After that, user will click this submit button. And here we introduced a homepage field also. And if you see, there are 3 input controls here, and the form action takes place in create account servlet, and the 3 input fields are here. So this one is a text type field. Name, we are giving it as a person name. Then the second is also a text input field, and name we are giving it as a balance. Then input name is new AC, type is a submit. This is 3 and you are seeing it here in the form. Then we have a link for our home page. This page we will create later. Later means in this video itself we will create. For now we have a hyperlink for that. So this is our first form, and this form we use to explore the create operation. Next we have a transact account form. So here you can see there is one input text field, form, and action takes place in AC transaction servlet. These servlets we will create in the next video. And after that we have input text. So name we are giving it as PID. So this is the person ID, unique field, right? This is 1 and 1 unique ID. After that we have input name as amount, type is a text, the previous one is also a text, and the input field is here. Name we are giving it as amount. Then we have 2 submit button, and if you see, name we are giving it as a transaction. So both the input having same name, type equal to submit, and value is different here. So for the first one or for this first submit button the value is withdraw, and for the second submit button the value is deposit. So, and if you see the second one is the amount, right? So that one will go here and update. Here we are not worrying about the person name. User will enter the person ID. Suppose if a person ID is 2, user will enter that here. Then they will decide the amount, say for example $100, dollar, euro, or rupees, whatever it is. Then they will perform either withdraw or deposit action. So if they perform withdraw, the amount will be reduced here in the balance field. So, and if they do deposit, the amount will get incremented on the balance. So this form is to learn update action on the database. So here we will update the balance using the person ID. So that's why here input is given person ID, and our JPA entity will pick a particular record based on this person ID. After that it will update the balance field. Either it will increment or decrement based on the action selected by the user here. Then as usual, user can click the home button to go to the home page. Here this home page is a saving account homepage.html. From here we can reach the forms create account or the saving account transaction or close account. Close account next we will show. So this is the close account HTML form, and if you see, this has only one text field and then a submit button. There are two input field. This one is the hyperlink as we saw previously. So as usual, the input type is text, name is PID. For the second one, the type is a submit and name is a close account. That's all. There are three forms that we will create here, and action takes place on a close account servlet. So here is our account manager homepage, and this we will create as a table, and here complete HTML is not shown, and you can see there is a table, and we have 3 rows, and here is a row 1, this will be row 2, and finally we have row 3. And table data, this one will define the column, and in the table data, if you see, we are providing a link to our HTML form. So this is a create account HTML form, create saving account, and the hyperlink is, you can see the hyperlink, http localhost EJB web. So this is the project, right? We created EJB web. Localhost is our Wildfly server, EJB web our web project, and inside that the HTML file. So from home page you can reach to that create saving account page. Then in the next table row we have 2 hyperlink. One is deposit and another one is withdraw. Then in the third table row we defined only one table data, that means one cell only we defined, and that one contains a delete saving account. So it's purely a HTML, and you can see we are making use of a column span of 2. That means this is the table cells, right? For the first one we specify call span 2. That means the table data occupies both the cell. Here we are occupying each cell. Deposit, withdraw. There is 2 two columns are occupied by the create saving account, then this is delete saving account, which is also occupied. Two cells are occupied, columns are occupied. That's why you can see call span of 2 for first row as well as the second row. So actually this is just a HTML layout, and you can use any fancy HTML designer, and you can even do a better design than this. Anyhow, here we are going to experiment CRUD operation. So this one is for create, this row is for checking the update on the entity, and this is to perform the delete operation, and this update will perform a read as well. Same goes for the delete operation also. So finally we will end up with learning the create, read, select operation, update as well as delete. So that's all. So our HTML forms are ready, and now we will go to the demo. You can download the source code from the video description. So here is our Eclipse IDE, and we need to create HTML form. So I'm going to EJB web project. This is our dynamic web application, and at present we have two JSP files. Now we will create a HTMLs. So I'm right clicking on the EJB web, choosing new, other, then filtering the HTML file. So this will come under the web category, choosing next. The file name I am giving it as createaccount.html, choosing next, and HTML5 is the template we are choosing. So inside body we will add our HTML content. So just formatted this. So the code was already explained in the slide, and you can see we have a form, and this servlet is not yet ready. The same way we have to create other HTML form. You can see createaccount.html is here. We will name this as transact account. So this will be our account transaction form, and here we can perform both the transaction, withdraw and deposit. So the third one is close account. So the same procedure. So each time I am pressing a Control Shift F. So the hyperlinks, you can maintain the cases for safe purpose. So everywhere we are referring a saving AC homepage, right? Now we will create that as well. So this will be our home page. So totally we created 4 HTML file, in which 3 are HTML forms. So this is our table. Alright, now we can start the server and check how these are all working. First, we will add EJB EAR. We haven't yet started the server, so I added, and after that I'm starting it. Or you can first start, after that also you can add this EJB EAR project, but this time in the last video, okay, I forgot what I did. So anyhow, here we added the project first, then we are starting the server. So here we are seeing the message is started. And there is no error. Now we will launch our home page. So it's taking some time. Let me copy this. So this will be our home page. From this page you can navigate to the HTML forms. So this will be the create savings account HTML form, and you can enter your here we can enter the person name, then initial amount, and we can click submit. This will create a new record in our database. That means a new account will get created. And using the deposit we can so we can deposit the amount, and using the withdraw we can withdraw the amount. So both will launch the same form. We can, okay, so here we should have kept transact account, and here we are saying deposit, and we have withdraw button also. That's also a design flaw. Anyhow, it's just a demo. So we have a form to withdraw and deposit. After that we have a form to delete the account. So here account ID or person ID will be specified. Once we submit it, the and record will be deleted. So our HTML form layer is ready in this video. In the next video we will go for the servlet implementation. The servlet will contact the EJB bean, and if you remember, in our EJB bean we introduced the function for withdraw, deposit, as well as to close the saving account. But at this moment the implementation was dummy, and once we complete our servlet, we will go back to the bean and we will implement the entity interaction. So now we can close this server. First we will remove our project. This will undeploy the EJB EAR. Then before stopping this, we'll go for HTTP localhost 8080 administration console So in one of the video we specified how to create the admin user, and one moment. So in our channel, if you see in the JSP tutorial playlist 07, we specified or we provided how to add super user. So using that super user here, I logged into our Wildfly, and when we go to deployment here, we are seeing no item, right? Now we will add the EJB EAR. Here we are seeing it as deployed, right? Now we will refresh this page. We will go to deployment, and here you are seeing EJB EAR, right? EJB EAR is in deployed state, and it contains EJB bean.jar and our web WAR. All right, and now if we say remove, this will perform undeploy operation. So that's the purpose of plugin. So this is the Eclipse plugin which actually interacts with our Wildfly runtime and performs deployment for us. So now we are not seeing anything, right? All right. Alright, now we can stop our server. That's all here in this video. In the next video, we will create these servlets. Thank you for watching. Bye. And remember, you can download all these HTML form code from video description. Okay, thanks again for watching. Bye.